Mr. 99 on the beat. Even the even the even the even the even the even the
Okay, as you guys saw from all the pictures, over the past, let me see, I think that was in March, my last video that well, not my last, maybe the last and the video before last, I think those were done in March. So March, April, May, June, July, and this is August. It's been about 5 months. And I will say, when it came to the length, there was a huge difference when I pressed it out. I think because I've pressed it out at least twice a month over the past few months, and this last time, the last time before now, because my hair's pressed out right now, but the time before this one, I noticed a dramatic length increase. So I've retained maybe about an inch, maybe two, yeah, maybe two. But why I don't know for sure is because I didn't measure it back when I made the last two videos, so I don't know how long it was, and I don't know how long it is now. I don't really like to do that. I don't really like to measure it like with a measuring tape and things like that. I like to be able to stretch it, and when I press it out, see where it falls, and then that to me is accurate enough, rather than, I mean, I guess it's both accurate, measuring it and then just letting it fall, but I prefer to, do it that way. But I will say over the past 5 months, I've noticed an increase in the thickness of my hair. My hair is extremely thick. It was already thick, but there's a huge drastic change in the thickness. It's much thicker than what it was. And the bottom part of the back of my hair it's gotten longer. And I was working on growing out my oh Lord, my layers. I had layers for the longest, and I didn't like that, having all my hair a different length, because once it grows, I want to be able to wear it in a ponytail without having to worry about all of it being a different length and half of it not fitting in the ponytail, and so my goal was to grow out all of my layers to to match all of my hair. I kind of want all of my hair to be the same length. Obviously that's not gonna happen because hair grows at different rates, and then, like, for instance, this side of my hair at the bottom, it grows a lot slower than this side over here at the bottom. This is at least, I'm not gonna say an inch shorter, maybe ½ inch shorter than this side. I noticed the difference. When my mom was pressing it out, she didn't notice the difference, but I definitely noticed the difference, because when I pull it, this side of my hair stops here, but this side stops like right here. That's a big deal. That's a big difference. You know, you can tell it's completely two different measurements, and you know, so yeah, so the thickness, I have an increase in thickness. I do have an increase in length. I was able to retain a few inches. Um, let me see how I was able to retain the length. What I was doing, number one, I drink lots of water. All I drink is water. Very rarely will I drink juice. I don't drink pop. If I just gotta drink pop, I'll drink maybe less than half or half the the can. So yeah, all I drink is water. Water is good for you. It's good for your body, good for your hair, good for your skin, good for your nails. So I just go to town on water. And then I take biotin. I forgot how many. I think it's MCG. I think that's what it is. I forgot how many MCGs it is that I take. But I do take 2 of the biotin a day. And then when I co-wash a lot, and when I do co-wash, I detangle in the shower, which I notice doing that, I think has helped a great deal when it comes to retaining my length. When I was, you know, washing or co-washing, and then I detangle when I got out. It's I don't know, it seemed like maybe I lost more hair outside of the shower than inside of the shower. And I think because I'm detangling it with the conditioner still on the hair while I'm in the shower, it made it a lot easier to do rather than being out and taking little section by little section, having to spray it with water because it dries up so quickly. My hair eats up water, like it sucks it up so quickly, and having to keep going back, spray, and then, you know, it's just easier, it seems like, because of the slip of the conditioner. You know, it's a lot easier to get the comb in there and detangle it without, if any hair, you know, it's not a lot of hair coming out at all. Just maybe like the natural little bit of shedding that everybody gets. So okay, yeah. So water, biotin, co-washing, and part of when I co-wash, by the way, something I've been doing for a while, but increasingly, is that I've increased in doing this, if that makes sense to you. I have I was doing this before, but I've been doing it a lot more lately. Okay. I'll co-wash it with the conditioner, and you know, once I get it all in there, and then I'll rinse it out, and then I'll put more conditioner in it again. And while the steam of the shower, you know, takes over, I leave the conditioner in there and let it, you know, help penetrate the hair so that like all the moisture and everything, all that goodness gets in there. And so I'll keep it on for a long time before I wash it out. And then I think I do detangle it on the second co-wash. No, I detangle it on the first co-wash, and then on the second co-wash, it's just, you know, kind of like a deep conditioner type, kind of like you're deep conditioning your hair without the cap and all that jazz. So yeah, so water, biotin, co-washing, and detangling in the shower, and then the protective style. I have gotten a hang of doing the 2-strand twists and leaving them in my head for longer than a day. I'm able to do it. I've been trying to make them a lot smaller when I do it, so that I can do like a little flat twist with all of them on both sides going back, and I'll just pin them. Or sometimes, you know, and I didn't have any pictures showing this, but sometimes I'll just have the twists, and if I'm, you know, twists take a long time to do. So if they don't come out cute, I just say whatever, and I throw a hat on, and I'll just go. Or I'll throw a wig on. I have a few wigs. So I'll just throw a wig on or a hat and I'll just go about my day, so I'm not touching my hair. And even that's even good too, though. You're not touching it, but then also the elements outside, and it's been really hot lately. So the heat isn't getting to it. The sun isn't, beaming down on it. So that's good too. Um, I think that's about, oh, clipping my ends. I've clipped my ends at least, we'll say maybe 3 times out of the 5 month span, because I noticed my hair is colored. It's growing out. My hair is colored. But I know sometimes, no matter how much moisturize it and everything like that, the ends, because it's natural hair, it's going to get frizzy, or the ends are going to get damaged. It's ends. It's just how it's going to be. It's the oldest part of your hair, so if you want to keep your hair staying healthy, you do have to just not cut, but trim your ends sometimes. And so when I see that they're getting really weak or they look really brittle and damaged and disgusting, I'm just going there and cut them. Yeah, so I've done that. And I think, the biggest thing with being able to maintain the length that I get is the drinking the water and the conditioning, and it's a big deal for me to, as it is a big deal for everybody, but make sure that you seal in whatever moisture, you know, you wash your hair as soon as you get out and you start to style it. Make sure you put some type of oil on your hair. The oil that I use when I am twisting it up, I use castor oil and coconut oil mix, and that castor oil, boy, is the best oil in the whole world, and I think that plays the biggest part in my hair getting so thick and growing so well. Oh, I'm so proud of it. And I haven't been using it that long, but the about 5 months, yeah. Over the 5 month time, I've noticed a difference from when I was just using coconut oil to now me using coconut and castor oil. It's beautiful. I just love it. so yeah. Those are all the things that I've been doing over the past 5 months, and it has proved to work out pretty well. I don't have any damage, no breakage, just normal shedding. The ends get dry from time to time, but that's ends. It's the end of your hair. It's old. Things are gonna happen to it. But other than that, everything, it seems to be working out pretty well.